What's up, guys? We'll do a little 1v1 here with Buck Golf.
What's going on?
What's going on? Carolina Golf guys, backside over at the Members Club, Grand Dunes. Starting off on number 10. Buck is kicking my ass on the front side. So
Yeah, but it's a new 9.
New 9.
New 9.
Let's see what we got in the tank today. Let's go, Buck.
Let's go.
All right, here we are. We got Buck with a good tee ball just off to the right side of the fairway, leaving him about 85 yards in. Here I am. Oh, yeah. Look at that Scotty Scheffler shuffle. Damn near broke my back. Buck with the second shot, hits it to about 6 feet. Let me know right away that he's not going to back down. Here I am about 60 yards out doing what I do best, chunking it in a bunker. Got a little fried egg here, just hoping to get this thing out, give myself a putt for par, and hope that Buck misses his little 6-footer. Fortunately, I was able to get it out, but it's a long way from the hole. Advantage Buck. Here I am eyeing down my par putt. It's probably a solid 35, 40 feet. Thought it was a little right to left, but as you can see, I clearly did not read this putt correctly. Not even close. So now Buck has 2 putts to win the first hole, take a 1-up lead. He steps in. This was a little bit right to left too. Hits it maybe just a little bit too firm. Take the break. That putt was conceded, and we will move on to the 11th hole. Now Buck on the tee with a 1-up lead, par 4. He hits it a little left, ends up in the fairway bunker in not such a good spot. I hit my tee ball pretty much on top of his. I just got a little bit fortunate. My ball had some topspin on it, rolled out into the rough. Look at this stance. My man hits this ball straight up in the air, has overspin, and rolls up like you wouldn't believe, leaving me with a little pressure to try to get this wedge close. I hit a 56-degree wedge from about 100 yards. Hit a pretty good shot, but as you'll see as we walk up to this green, my shot was not nearly as good as Buck's. So I'm going to have about 20 feet for birdie, whereas Buck, another 6-footer right up the hill. This putt's going to be moving a little bit left to right, straight up the hill. I give it a good effort. It just did not break in the hole. Missed a little bit on the high side. So now Buck is here with birdie putt to take a 2-up lead through 2 holes. Oh, thank you, Buck. 1 down through 2. We move on to the par 5, 12th. 489 yards, reachable in 2. Buck gets a good tee ball down the left side. I step up, draw one, middle of the fairway. Gets a good bit of roll, so I'm going to have an opportunity to go at this green in 2. We got Buck here, about 225 yards out, hitting a hybrid. Just a little short and right, hit a good shot. Cleared the bunker in the fairway, leaving him a nice little angle into the green. I'm over here with a 7-wood, had about 210. Just didn't draw it as much as I'd like. Plus, I hit it flush, so over the back of the green, I'll be chipping up, hoping to get up and down for birdie. This chip is straight downhill, all right to left. Nipped it pretty good, which I'm not used to. Ball took a couple of extra checks on me. Did not make it down the hill. I've got about 10 feet for birdie. Still not too upset about it. Got Buck over here about 25 yards out, hitting his 3rd shot into this par 5. Nice little low 1-hopper, hits the stick, drops down 10 inches from the hole. Can you believe it? Of course, I'm not going to give him this putt, so you can see him shaking over it. But he does tap it in. Birdie. Now I got to knock this in just to have the hole. Just down the hill. I thought it would be a little gentle right to left putt. Maybe it was, but I pushed it, so never really had a chance. 2 down through 3, backs against the wall, moving on through the par 3 13th. Buck hits a really good shot on this hole. It just happens to get stuck up on the hill, leaving him a tough downhill putt. I step in, 8-iron in hand. Oh, hosel rocket. Not what I had in mind. Here I am trying to hit my second shot. I do have a backstop, so hopefully I can get this thing kind of close and not go 3 down with 5 to play. That would be a detrimental spot to be in. Fortunately, I hit a pretty good shot. Comes back down the hill. Leaves me about 4, maybe 5 feet for my par. But Buck still has a birdie putt. He's over here lining it up. This thing's straight downhill. You can see he is way above the hole. He would do well just to get this putt close. Gives it a little tap. You see it curving towards the hole, but it has some speed on it. It just keeps going. Probably rolls out about 10 or 12 feet from the hole, giving me a chance. His body language says it all. Nothing he could do, he said. Now he just has about a 10-footer coming back up the hill, right to left. If he makes this for par, that puts a little pressure on me with a downhill slider coming up. Oh, left it a little short. Now I actually have a chance. My first putt to win the hole, or win a hole. If I can tap this in, I'll only be 1 down with 5 holes to play. Just a little left to right, straight down the hill. I don't think either of us saw that coming. Now I'm down 1, hitting a driver off the deck, just trying to put this in the fairway, short part of 4, leave a little wedge into the green. I was successful, and I also was successful in baiting Buck into hitting driver off the deck also. But he's a pro. He just hits it down the left side, curls into the middle of the fairway, leaving him about 85, 90 yards into the green. Right at the flag, come up a little bit short, but he is putting for birdie. And I'm up here about 60 yards out. Definitely not my strong point. I hit this one pretty nice little low, 1 hop and stopper. I think I had about 6 or 8 feet for birdie. Now Buck for birdie to put a little pressure on me. Cameraman really failed you on this one, Buck. I do apologize. You can't see the hole. I did not do a very good job. However, he did run it about 5 feet by the hole. So now if I can just make this birdie putt, I am all square. You'd think I'd have a really good beat on what this putt's going to do, seeing as Buck's ball just ran right over the top of my mark. But since I was filming and not paying attention, wrong. Missed it. Tap my par in. Now Buck has a little short putt here to have the hole remain 1 up going into the 15th. This guy's clutch. Just curls it in. We roll on to the 15th hole. I hit a little draw down the right side. Takes the ridge, comes into the middle of the fairway. Buck comes up, pipes 1 down the left side. Both of us sitting in pretty good position after our tee balls. We're both about 275, 280 out. Buck hits 3 wood. Down the left side, trickles into the rough. I decide I'm going to try a driver off the deck again. And I got to tell you, that's the most generous ball tracer I've ever seen. I cold topped that ball about 200 yards down the fairway. Little fist bump for approval and thankfulness that it stayed in play. Here I had about 120 yards, hit a little knockdown pitching wedge about 20 feet left of the hole. Put a little pressure on Buck, I was hoping. But in typical Buck fashion, he gets up, hits this pitching wedge to about 15, 20 feet left. So I am out. All right, so here I am with about 20 feet down the hill, left to right for my birdie, hoping to roll this in, put a little pressure on Buck, trying to get this match back to all square. Pretty good, put a good stroke on this one. It just didn't break as much as I thought it would, or maybe I hit a little too firm. Buck, in all of his generosity, did give me that putt for par, so now he's got this putt to win the hole. He put a good roll on it too, but it did not break. That putt just didn't break as much as we thought, so we leave the 15th hole with me one down. Get to 16, 165 yards. I hit my 8-iron up to, I don't know, it's probably about 30 feet past the hole. Thought I hit a really good shot, but it's just a little bit long. Buck comes in, hits it right at the flag, ends up a little short. So I had a little bit of an advantage here, especially when I saw him wavering back and forth between his Texas wedge and his pitching wedge. He decided to go with the Texas wedge. Hit a pretty good putt, all things considered, the amount of fringe he had to go through. Left himself about 10 or 12 feet for his par. Left me with about 20 or 30 feet straight down the hill to win the hole, get this thing back to all square after Buck got out to that quick start against me. Cannot say I put a good stroke on this one. Ended up about a foot short, but Buck still had about 10 or 12 feet for par, so I like my chances here. But I gotta say, man, this guy did not waver all day. A little downhill right to left, dead center buckets. He's one up, going to 17 when I step up to the tee and duck hook my tee ball straight in the hazard. Buck proceeds to pipe his about 50 or 60 yards from the green. I just knew the match was over at this point, to be quite honest. I take my drop, hit it up on the green about 60 feet from the hole. At this point, with him being so close to the green, I pretty much conceded this in my mind. Buck steps up, pops up this little pitch shot a little bit, and comes up about 40 feet short of the stick. But all he's got to do is two putt, and he's going to have this match wrapped up, unless I can sink this putt from about 60 feet out. Put a decent stroke on this, but I mean, you're not going to make a putt from 50 feet out very often. So I nestle it up. Buck concedes. Now he just needs two putts up the hill to put me away. Got to say that first putt was a little less than aggressive. Left himself about the same distance he had on 16 for par. Now he's got this putt to win the match. If he knocks this in, he has buried me. I am done. I had already taken my hat off at this point, pretty sure that this was going to go in and I was going to be finished. But he left it a little low, gave me a chance. Here on 18, par 4, 375 yards, I hit mini driver up the right side. Very pleased with this drive as I normally hook it in the water left. Buck steps up, hits his driver, pretty much the same exact line as me. His ball went a little further, which means I will be hitting first into the hole.
Okay.
All right, we got 123, a little downwind, front pin, down one. I'm gonna hit a 50 degree just to try to get it close. Might not be enough, but gotta be aggressive.
So I hit my 50-degree wedge, started out just a little right of the hole, comes back in, finishes up about 6 feet left. I was stoked about that shot.
114. Jeremy threw a dagger. I'm kind of messing up. I poor three putt left. Try to tie him. A little fluffed up.
Buck stepped up from about 115, hits it right at the flag. I thought for sure this was going to be close and that was going to be the match. Fortunately for me, it comes up a little short, rolls back off the green a little bit. So now Buck has about 50 or 60 feet up the hill to win the match. If he can knock this one in, he closes me out. But if he gets it close, that does give me the opportunity to knock my birdie putt in to have the match. And yes, I did say have the match. I know no match should end in a have, but this is our channel and that's just how we're going to roll on this particular video. So here we are, about 6 feet, 7 feet down the hill, left to right, for birdie and a chance to have this match. After starting off 2 down through the first 3 holes, I was very ecstatic to even have this opportunity. Good putt, dead center, match is halved. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we'll be doing some more matches in the very near future. Those matches will actually have a winner though, I promise.